welcome back. It is time to do our July budget. I did start a brand new monthly planner. This is Erin Condren. They used to call it the Deluxe Monthly, and I think it's just called the Monthly now. Very similar pages. I went with colorful layers. Very similar layout. The change though that I love is the tab now opens to the month, which is huge. And there are more pages in between each month. So I think what I'm gonna do, I used to use this page as the starting because I needed it. But I think, am I gonna use this page? I don't know, I might come up with something different for this page because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pages. So I actually think I'm gonna start with the very first page, which would be right here. Let me show you what I came up with for July's sticker kit. I just really liked the floral and I was trying to come up with something July, 4th of July, but I don't really like, you know, super themey kits or whatever. So that is the July budget. Here is the weekly checkup page. Sinking funds. The transaction log. Variable income. And actually, I think I already sold the debt tracker because I don't use that one. So there is a debt tracker page. And then here is assorted washi A. Here is assorted washi B. And then I think I sold the assorted washi C, which is just a sheet of all of the thin washies in a row. So we're gonna get started with our July kit first. I'm gonna get you in a little closer here. Okay. All right, so as always, we will start up at the top, and I have not used this. I think I'm gonna have to go down here because if I go up there, it'll be off the page. I actually have not used my sticker kit in this is the very first time. So, well, that fits good. That fits well. As long as you line it up with that line right there. This is a unique month for us. So if you haven't watched my husband and I's budget meeting video, that's the one right before this one. It's a 3 paycheck month for us, which happens twice a year. And so our budget's gonna look quite a bit different this month than it normally does. Because he gets paid 3 times and we operate off of a 2 paycheck budget. So that basically is just extra money for us to do what we want with. We generally do, because it usually happens in July or August, and so that's how we pay for all of our school supplies, school clothes. That's why I don't have a separate budget category, like saving up for those things, because we always know that that's what we're going to use it for. So we will be doing the same thing, but you can go back and watch that video to see exactly how we're going to use that money. But it's nice. We look forward to these months, and we prefer to do it that way just because it makes sense to us, and then it's like a treat when we get that extra paycheck. Okay, let's do, oh, and I must have taken out my ruler to use in a different planner. hold on, I have to go find my ruler. All right, found my ruler. Plus, I had gotten these 3 little bookmarks, which are super cute. So I will keep one to hold my place. I like to use them to hold my place, like what page I'm on. So I will use one of those when I'm done here. I think I'm going to use blue and green this month. I will have blue be the actual one that I write with, and then I will have green be, I guess, what would be considered like the red pen. All right, I'm trying to think if we have any new budget line items. I really don't think that we do. I think it's all pretty standard. There are some that I want to add to our sinking funds, which that'll be a separate video. But there are definitely some that I want to add. All right, here we go. So let's start with, it's always our tithe, which my bracelets are gonna get in the way. Tithe, since it's a 3-pay check, that's gonna be a different amount, so I will fill in that amount in a minute. All right, we have our investment. Ugh. Does that ever happen where your pen gets like junky on the end? Okay. That comes out of the second paycheck. That is $150. Then we have our auto transfer, which this is money goes directly into our, it says 15th and 30th, but I'm gonna change that a little bit to line up with, I might just do one transfer at the very end. So I wanna put the second paycheck right there. But this goes directly into our new car fund. Then we have our mortgage, which is always the first of the month. $1,667.10. We have our phones, which this happens the first of the month as well. Now our phones, we just do the thing where we pay a little bit for our phones each month to pay off the actual phone. We just got done with that, but I am keeping the same amount in here because if we can make our old phones last until we at least have enough money in this account, which technically, I don't know, I might make that a sinking fund if we're gonna be saving up money. I'm not sure. But our phone bill I think is only like $107 right now or something like that. So if we can like make our old phones last for another 6 months, we'll have enough to pay for like one phone probably. And then we can just do where we pay a little bit each month for the second phone, just to keep our phone bill down. That would be kind of nice. So Spectrum is our internet and cable, and that happens the second paycheck. $134.42, and this is actually going to be changing because we're still on our introductory rate, so at some point that's going to be changing. All right, consumers comes out on the 1st. I don't have this exact number yet, but I am estimating 200. It could actually be higher than that. I don't know. Our in-ground sprinkling is running, and we have dehumidifiers in the basement, and our electricity is always a whole lot higher in the summer than it is in the winter with the air conditioning and everything. So that's just a guess. DTE happens the second paycheck. That's our natural gas. this one goes way down. It might even be lower than $25 this month. I don't know, because we use hardly anything. Then so now is our like auto gas. This number has been all over the place. Jason is going to work more often than he was. Our normal budget is $450, but so I think just to make the numbers work, I'm gonna put in $414.99, which seems like a weird number, but I don't think we're gonna reach that. Even with like our 2 faraway camping trips, I don't think we're gonna reach that number, but we have a little cushion built up in there since we haven't been using, you know, car gas as much as normal. Food, groceries, I have upped our budget to $700. Now I did already go grocery shopping for the month, so I still have not totaled this up, so I need to do that ASAP. Make sure I'm not over the $700 total. I don't think I am, but really we have everything we need for the month except for like milk and starting to get veggies out of the garden, which is exciting. So basically milk and 1 or 2 things here or there, so we should be pretty well set. Miscellaneous, this is just anything that doesn't fall into any other category. It's just nice for unexpected stuff, so I put $100 in there this month. Getting towards the end here, piano lessons. That actually happens on the 1st. These are just, you know, all throughout the month. Piano lessons, there's only 4 of them, so that is $60. And then we have Netflix, which that happens the 2nd paycheck. That is still $15.99. And then I have my little subscription for graphics and such for designing stickers. I think this comes out the 2nd. I need to check that though. $9.99. Then we're gonna have a big ol' school shopping category. This might actually turn into a sinking fund. It's very possible that it will. And right now it's labeled school shopping, but this is just basically extra money that is going to be left over from a 3rd paycheck minus some other things. And so that basically is just what I have to work with. So we'll just leave it at that. Then all of the rest are sinking funds. So I always put a sinking funds category in here just to make the numbers work. And I will, when I get that set up, I'll total all of that. And so then all of these totaled up should equal the total income because we do like a 0-based budget. So there is the July budget. Now I have to decide where I want the other things. So I have weekly checkup, sinking funds, transaction log, and variable income. I always put these 2 together. And then, you know, I was wanting some more room for sinking funds because I think we're nearly at the end. So I think I might do sinking funds here, and then I will leave this page. Although, do I want those to go? I think I might want them side by side. So I'm gonna do sinking funds here. I think I'm gonna do my weekly checkup here. And then I will do transaction log variable income here and here. And then I still have 2 more pages. So we will see what I can come up with for those. So I will just right now set up this weekly checkup page. If I line it up right there on that first line, then it works out well. And it is so important to check up on your budget like weekly or per paycheck, because if you don't, it is really hard to know where you're at. You know, you can budget all you want to, but if you're not checking in on it and like recording stuff and all that, it's really hard to keep up with. So I don't know how people do it if they don't keep up with it on a weekly or bi-weekly basis. So I think I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's what I do. And here's my little bit of 4th of July patriotic thing. So here's week 1. Here is week 2. Then I usually use 2 more of these. I think I'm gonna use this one. So I use these 2, and then I can use this for my sinking fund, I think. Yeah, I'll use this to match this to go onto a second page. That'll work out. Okay, so let's do this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what, I'm probably gonna have to, I don't think I did enough, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Then we have week 3 and week 4. All right, now all I have to do is draw my lines, and then that is all set up. Okay. You don't have to draw lines, but I think it just helps to keep it all straight. All right, there is that. Then this will be sinking funds, and I will actually use that second washi strip for right there. And then I will put variable income right here, and then start my transaction log right underneath, and that'll go over into this page. And then I have extra space. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with the extra space, but I'm sure I can come up with something. But I'm all set up. I always feel better when it's done. And stay tuned for my sinking funds video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.